Hey guys, what's up? Chris the Butt here, and today I decided to make a video talking about my fears. What scares me, and why? Now, I know that there are plenty of videos floating around about this topic of things that scare people, often things like spiders, snakes, darkness, fire. I feel as though my fears are very strange and specific, and it's all due to one TV show. As some of you may know, there's a TV show on a Canadian television station, YTV, called Mystery Hunters. Or there was. It doesn't play anymore, but it did when I was a kid. Now, the show revolved around two teenagers who went all over the world trying to solve mysteries. They would investigate haunted places and all sorts of alien activity and stuffery like that. The show was associated with Discovery Kids channel, so all the mysteries that were investigated on scientific reasoning and logic. So, most of the episodes would talk about how things aren't always what they seem, which became their catchphrase. So they never really solved any mysteries, they just kind of looked into it to prove to people that these are probably not true. I'm pretty sure the show was made to calm children down who were terrified of everything by reassuring, oh no, it's okay, it's fine, you know, like some things, they're not what they seem. They don't, like, you think you saw an alien or a ghost? Probably just a shadow. That did the opposite for me, and it made me afraid of everything. I was the kind of kid who watched this show alone at 8 years old at midnight. The show made me fear many irrational things that most wouldn't even consider that scary as they got older, like they'd get over it eventually. Not me. Nope. Anyway, here are the fears that I developed after watching Mystery Hunters. My first fear, pointy ears. When I see pointy ears on a dog or anything really, I just shudder. I have a mini heart attack. I've been told that this fear is stupid, but please let me explain. To me personally, pointy ears remind me of creatures like goblins, gremlins, and stuff like that. As many of you know who have watched the show, this show would often talk about aliens, creatures, and they always had pointy ears. This fear probably also comes from the fact that I watched Goosebumps and the movie Gremlins all the time as a kid. Obsessively, like over and over again. Like I'd watch it at night. Like I'd go on YouTube when I was younger and I'd just be like, Gremlins, let's watch that at night, that's a good idea. Go to sleep, and I actually thought a gremlin was gonna come up like right at the bedside that I was sitting at, and it was the most terrifying fucking thing ever. And I still remember the fear that I had. I still have that fear. Here's another oddly specific fear sparked by Mystery Hunters. Unnatural puppet movement. Yeah, puppet movement, oddly specific, but it scares the bejeepers out of me. You know that creepy feeling you get when you watch like puppets move around, but it's not just talking, it's like when the puppeteer tries to make them walk around, and it's like really fucking scary. It's so unnatural. That shit scares the fuck out of me, especially when it creates a creepy ass silhouette or something like that. Anyone who watches Mystery Hunters is very well aware that they used to reenact all of the mysteries they were investigating. Usually they were a poor job, and I don't mean that in a mean way, I just mean that they weren't scary, but they told you what happened. One particular episode focused on the Oakley Moore alien photo, where this guy reportedly saw a 4-foot man, like green man alien thing, walking down a hiking trail or something like that. I don't know, that's not the part that freaked me out. It was the fucking reenactment. Luckily for you, I have a clip right here. Fucking see that shit? That's what I'm talking about. That's unnatural movement. Like, what the fuck? I'm getting chills. Now, I'm not hating on puppets. I love puppets. I did ventriloquism for many years. I'm just saying that they move around in a very unnatural way, and it's freaky, and it's scary. Frankly, it just creeps the fuck out of me. And frankly, it freaks the fuck out of me because there's no flow, there's no natural movement. Like when people move, they're like, hi, I'm people. Like it makes sense. But like whenever puppets move, it's always something like, see, it's unnatural. It just makes, it's like, they move around almost haphazardly, and it creeps the shit out of me. Final fear is floating shirts. This doesn't make much sense to people unless they've seen this episode of Mystery Hunters. To me, it's a lost episode because I couldn't find it anywhere on the internet, and honestly, I don't know if I even want to. because it scarred me that bad. In this episode, this magician scientist named Doubting Dave, who used to show kids how to freak out your friends, and one of them was making a shirt appear to float in a ghostly manner to scare the shit out of people, which worked. After reading a string to a t-shirt that he would then pull around, and after all this other DIY mumbo jumbo, he pointed a dramatic light at the shirt. This light would cast like this really dramatic shadow so that all you saw was the shirt floating around. Whenever it finally rendered, I saw the t-shirt move around back and forth, and it was some scary shit. It was like this. I specifically remember crying after that episode, and it was horrible. Especially because later that night, I remember I was laying in bed, and my closet's like right there. Like if I'm laying here, the closet is like right there. And I remember I had a shirt that I never used to hang up my shirts. I used to just throw the shirt up. Anyway, I had a shirt up there on the top of my closet. And it decided that tonight was a good night to just fall. The worst part about it was that the way the lighting was in my room, I used to sleep with the lamp on because I couldn't just, but my room was big enough that it could stay dark in the closet while it still lit up half my room. I saw the shadow of the shirt fall. Not the shirt itself, just the silhouette of a floating shirt. And I cried so hard. My heart stopped. Well, that's all I had to share today. Thank you, mystery hunters, for scaring the shit out of me and causing me to still have trouble sleeping at night. Thanks for giving me unexplainable fears. Thanks for watching. I hope you liked this video, and if you didn't, whatever. Subscribe if you want to hear me share some more weird stories from my past, present, or future, but you don't have to.